Namaste, myself Saurabh from Vidyamandir CBSE School, Salem, Karnataka, Dakshina Madhya Kshetra. Topic: Innovative Model, Biomedical Waste Management and Smart Certificate. The main aims of biomedical waste management are to protect the risk of spreading diseases, to prevent the transmission of diseases from patient to patient and from patient to healthcare workers and vice versa, to prevent against injury and potentially fatal innovation, to promote the quality and sustainability of our environment, and so on. What is biomedical waste exactly? Biomedical waste is a waste containing infectious materials, or else waste generated during diagnosis, treatment, and immunization of human or health research activities, pre-training, trial, or in the health camp production or testing biological cultures, etc. Biomedical waste consists of biomolecules or microorganisms which are mainly restricted from environmental release. Biomedical waste may be solid or liquid. It is a type of bio-waste. Some common examples of biomedical waste include discarded blood samples, body parts, and all. Some common examples of biomedical waste are identifiable body parts, bandages, syringes, IV tubes, and all. Common generators of biomedical waste are hospitals, healthcare centers, nursing homes, and so on. Classification of biomedical waste. Biomedical waste is classified into two groups: infectious waste and non-infectious waste. 85% is infectious waste and less 15% is non-infectious waste. Further, biomedical waste is divided into four more groups, which are infectious waste, biohazardous waste, radioactive waste, and general waste. Infectious waste in the sense waste containing materials which are contaminated with blood and other bodily fluids. Example: discarded blood samples, animal tissues, and all. Biohazardous waste is a substance which contains biomolecules. It is a very hazardous material for humans and animals. Radioactive waste is generated during the applications of radioisotopes on medicines. General waste in the sense syringes, catheters like IV tubings. These all wastes are needed to be segregated very differently from each other. As these wastes comes and mix together, it becomes a hazardous substance. So here we can see that 5 bins are designed for segregating those bins. First one is black, yellow, red, blue, and white. Black bin is also known as black carbon, which is represented by C. These black bins are also available in chlorinated plastic bags, and even in this cytotoxic waste, expired medicines, radioactive waste, chemical waste, all these are dumped in this black bin. Whereas yellow bin is available in non-chlorinated plastic bags. In this, human anatomical waste, discarded body parts, pathological waste, infectious waste, and hazardous waste goes in this. In the case of red, it's also available in non-chlorinated plastic bags. In this, catheters, injections, syringes, urine bags, tubings, IV bottle, discarded gloves, etc. are dumped in this. Blue bin, infected needles, glassware, glass pouch, glass bottles, and etc. White bin is also known as PPC, which is puncture-proof container. In this, waste sharps, metals, broken glass slides, cover slips, broken lancets, scalpels, etc. goes in this bin. Now, as we came to know that biomedical waste is very hazardous and harmful, hence needed to be managed very carefully. For this, offsite treatment is required, and this is done by a special service called truck service. On the trucks for carrier of biomedical waste, a special symbol will be designed on that. These types of symbol will be designed on that. So by seeing that, we come to know that it's a carrier of biomedical waste. So what is the average composition of biomedical waste? Biomedical waste average composition, there is a 50% of general waste, 10.2% of infectious waste, 9.93% of chemical waste, 1% of radioactive waste, 8.43% of toxic waste, and 22% of sharps. And we should not mix these all waste together. The rules of 1998 and further amendments were passed into management of biomedical waste. Many case studies took place in India that 46% of doctors and 49% of healthcare workers were unaware of the risk caused by biomedical waste, and yet the large number of population or healthcare centers were sorting the waste incorrectly. While researching over that, I got an idea to avoid the cross contamination in hospitals. Here we can see different color coded mops. Like first one is red. Red is for critical areas like ICUs, HDUs, and all. Next one is yellow. Yellow is for general areas, and blue is for corridor and all. Green is for patients room. The biomedical, as now we segregated biomedical waste into 5 dustbins. Now these all are needed to be disposed. For this there are mainly 4 methods, which are autoclaving, incineration, chemical disinfection, and microwaving. Autoclaving is a process in which steam sterilization is used. Autoclaving is sterilization method that uses high pressure steam. The autoclaving process works by the concept that boiling point of water increases when it's under pressure. Now, what are the steps for this? Step 1. Place the materials inside the sterilized inside the pressure chamber and fill cylinder with sufficient water. Step 2. Close the lid and put on the electrical heater. Adjust the safety valve to required pressure. After the water boils, allow the steam and air mixture to escape through discarded tap till all the air has been displaced. Close the discharge tap. Count the holding period for this point of time, which is about 15 to 20 minutes. The next, after holding the period, stop the electrical heater and allow the autoclave to cool. The pressure valve indicates that pressure inside is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Open the discharge tap slowly and allow the air to enter the autoclave. Open the lid of the autoclave and remove the sterilizer materials. Next one is incineration. Incineration contains of shredder, combustion furnace. Next is bottom ash. As you can see here, when all waste are put in this shredder, then only solid waste like human body parts and all are put in the shredder. Huge waste are minimized into small amount and then sent to the next step, which is combustion furnace through conveyor belt. Then it's burned, the all waste are burned in 1000 degrees Celsius. Then the leftover residue, which is ash, which is lavender. Next one you can see is chemical disinfection of biomedical waste. In this, major chemicals like chlorine, hypochlorite, all these chemicals are used in disinfection of like here are some chemical names: alcohols, chlorine compounds, hydrogen peroxide, sodium hypochlorite. Next one is microwaving. Microwaving is a process which disinfects the waste and by moist heat and steam generated by microwave energy. High heat systems employ combustion and high temperature plasma to decontaminate and destroy the waste. Same process here is dump all the waste in shredder, which sends all the metal waste to the next process through conveyor belt. The next step, add some liters of water to microwave machine from the upper opening and add the all waste and all mixes with the water. Start your machine after adding water. Wait until 20 to 25 minutes and then turn off your machine and let it be cool for 10 minutes and then release all water to the next process. After releasing all the water out, your disinfected metal tools and surgical tools will be for use. And we should not switch on this machine without adding water, because water plays a very important role in disinfecting household materials. Here now there are precautions related to these. Autoclave. Never empty any liquid in a sealed container. Autoclave should not be used for sterilizing waterproof materials such as oil and grease or dry materials like gloves powder. Materials should not touch to the side and top of the chamber. Polythene trays should not be used as they might and cause damage to your autoclave. The clean items and the waste should not be autoclave separate. Now incineration. Safety visor and face shield, this help to protect your eyes and mouth. Then heavy duty heat resistant clothes to protect the hands and from from any sharp objects with an extreme temperature. It should be carried out at very high temperatures. It should be equipped with pollution control devices. It should be installed away from residential areas as it causes pollution. Microwave. The disposable needle should be never manipulated, bent, broken, recapped, or removed from syringes. See first whether added water in machine. Without water, do not switch on the machine. Only disinfect metal, sharps and glassware, no plastics and utensils. Do not add any contaminated liquids. Chemical treatment. Do not return the chemicals to their original packing and incompatible mixture might accidentally be formed. Keep chemical containers closed. Dust and vapors may escape from an open container and gases are suspended materials connected to this, causing the nature of chemicals to be changed. Never use a wrong or unmarked reagent. Never put spatulas, stirrers, or other objects into a storage container for chemicals. Chemical bottles must be carried by the neck of bottle next to your body. These types of bags are also available for heavy medical waste disposal. All the color, as you can see here, so many color tints. These four are available in bags also. But white is not available in bags. It's only available in container. Next is here, I have innovated this machine. Here is I use the ordinary unit, moisture sensor, ultrasonic sensor, GSM motor, buzzer, servo motor, IR sensor, and LCD. IR sensor consists of two parts, IR transmitter and IR receiver. An IR transmitter transmits the wave. If it hits any object, the surface of that object reflects back. That is received by IR receiver. Then it senses someone kept the waste here or not. Then moisture sensor